Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome
Hey,
back to the
welcome
My
back,
Crazy Dad
everybody.
podcast, season 2, episode 4. You didn't even let me friggin' finish.
Sorry. Good morning.
Look,
Season 2, episode 4.
You
Good
forgot
morning.
to eschew your hat.
Oh, it's a different podcast, you're right. I hope we
Holy
didn't
moly.
fool anybody.
You're blending in with the green screen perfectly.
I don't think I can do this the whole way, but as long as my sunglasses are straight. That's
That
important
looks
to me.
stupid.
Nate, I gotta be able to.
Who's calling me?
Shite.
Oh, come
No
on.
one.
I forget it's back. When I
No
go
one.
left, it's to the left, and when it's to the right. I don't think that's gonna work.
Actually, I'll look at what
I don't
Jake
think
said.
that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. I might have to. I might have to just leave it like that.
Thank you.
I have been slapped.
That's for the chair.
I know what it's for.
Oh.
I've got a big ass bow tie on me head. What it's for?
How's this? He's going to a special event with walruses.
I'm gonna wear this to my son's wedding in August.
I think that might be what walruses wear.
I might be uninvited.
All right, well. I gotta tell you what, I think it looks good on
I
you.
like it. I was looking at it over there. I'm like, you know, that would make a lovely hat.
Here, trade. Trade.
Yeah.
We'll trade.
Are you really gonna wear it?
Yeah, I need a hair tie thingy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have one in my hand, but, you know, I'll wear this.
It's a nice hair tie.
That's a good idea, wasn't it?
Stick around
You
my
know,
head.
I gotta tell you, the fact that my nephew's wearing a hair tie, that looks like a big,
Bow tie?
I don't know, it's...
Bow ties are way better than
It
ties.
literally...
You know, I think it looks better on you
It's-
than it ever did on me.
There's a part of me that...
It's squeezing my head, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
die.
It is a
but-
little tight.
There's a part of me that feels jealous.
You want to try it on too?
No, I won't do it. I won't do it. Dude, I have clients.
Not anymore, you don't.
I'm a sponsor. Golly.
That's why I was going to let you try it on.
I was going to change my hat, and I can't reach it because it's over here. All right, so where are we at?
I don't even know. We're already 3 minutes in, something like that.
Time flies when you're having fun.
So, penal implants.
Well, you want to talk about that? Austin's
Wait,
mom
hold on.
was
We brought
actually
it up
at
a little
one.
bit last time, and it was a little bit under the table, so to speak.
Oh, I like the region area.
Just saying. But, I did she leave?
I think she's going to get the pump.
Well, she's clearly the person who understands this, but my understanding is that if you're having an issue with, we're going to ED,
Yes.
Right.
PC it.
that you can try to do medication, right?
Yes, blue pills.
And then you can try the sound wave therapy, from what I understand, that kind of,
I
Yeah,
thought
we
you
heard
s-
that
I
on the
thought you were going to
news.
say the sound of silence.
loosens up the...
'Cause there ain't no noise going when you
the
can't get it
blood
up.
flow. But then,
Winston.
but
Oh,
things
gosh.
really get tough.
Should we
Winston,
introduce
that's
Winston?
Winston's tail.
Yep. Winston,
Can you get him up? Can you get him up?
Come on.
Woo!
There he is.
There's Winston.
He's our big boy.
He's gonna knock our mic
Okay,
down.
you can't eat it.
All right, God bless him.
You can't eat it.
All right, so let's go.
But either,
Go with
either way,
Mama.
either way,
Go with mom. Go with mom.
at the end of the day,
Go get a treat.
when things
Go get
get
a treat.
really challenging
treat.
and medication's
Oh
not
my
working,
gosh.
and are we still live?
Yes.
He didn't knock us off.
Can
that
you
little,
fix that real quick,
that
though?
tater? God bless him. So
Excuse me.
the
So-
Because Pat had erectile
no,
dysfunction as a kid.
no, I
Well,
have
no,
it right
because we
now.
talked about
The,
it before. You're having it right now. That's good to know. We don't need you lifting up
Dude,
the table.
I'm 55, 56 years old. I mean,
You don't
What
even
are
know
you?
how old
55
you
or
are.
56?
how old am I, hon?
You're 55, because I just turned 57.
55, right? 55. 55.
I'm
not
57.
57.
She's saying
All right, either way.
We know, but
If you're not going to be a helper, don't be a
you
hindrance.
can go on outside with my
They-
wife.
Here, hold on.
So
My
e-
cousin Jake
either
wants
way,
to
though,
say something live.
They have the
Hold
implant.
on,
they
hold
have
on.
the implant.
If he hold up. Let me tell him.
This is my nephew Jake.
Yeah.
You know, if when you jump into the middle of erectile
What is happening
dysfunction,
back there?
Winston.
ED,
All right, hold
That's-
up.
that's
All right, Jake,
challenging.
you're live. You wanna say
Beaner!
something?
What's up, Bubba?
who's this?
My
I miss
nephew.
you guys.
What up, dog? This is Uncle Pat.
Oh, okay. To the people listening, he calls him Beaner because his nickname's Jakey Beans.
Yes.
It's not a racial thing.
No racial.
Well, personally, I like beans, so I have no
Right,
issue
go on.
with it.
Get.
Winston, go, dude.
Go out.
This is why I didn't want the door open.
I got
All right. So, anyways, back to the penile implants.
penal.
Nice. I joined at a good time. I'm listening.
All right, well, penal implants. I mean, at
Here,
the
Jake,
end
I'll
of the
turn you
day,
down.
at the end of the day,
Go get a treat, bub.
they do the penal implant, which they put a little third ball, from what I understand, down in
Third
there.
ball?
Yeah, and then if you want to move forward with the young lady
Yes.
that you're with, or older lady if she's good looking, or even an older, poorly looking lady, depending upon your circumstance.
It's called the
They-
AMS
It could be a
700,
younger, poor looking one.
which is
Yeah.
registered trademark.
But at the end of the day, when you're with somebody that you want to be with, regardless of how they look, you end up pumping it up, just like the Nike pump, correct?
It was
And
actually Reebok.
Reebok.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Oh, but was Reebok first?
Reebok
Nike
did the pump
Nike did
first.
it too.
Reebok did the pump first.
All right, my pump. Well, let's give credit to Reebok.
Hey, I got a
That's-
question
They
real quick.
that's how they got some market share and were able to influence the erectile dysfunction
Inflating the prothesis.
Uncle Pat,
area. Sure.
I got a question for you.
Well,
Is it ever premarital sex if you never get married?
I think yeah.
But if you never get married,
it's always premarital.
then it's not
then.
premarital.
It's
Because
it-
that's
well-
saying that you are going to get married.
Well,
and
the
have
assumption is that
postmarital.
at some point you might get married. So
Anyways.
any sex that you have,
Austin's
you're
mom,
somebody who
while she
never-
was doing her extern. You can keep talking to Austin.
if anybody ever chose to get
They did
married,
a penile
then
implant.
Any type of
And the
it's
rep
challenging
there
to do that because I'm listening to you out of my
Gave
left
my
ear.
wife this, and I actually thought they removed a ball and put this
No,
in
they
there.
put in
What?
an extra ball.
Well, yeah, a guy's walking around with 3 nuts, just
So-
like the lady from
No, but
Total
this is the
Recall
deal.
had 3 boobs.
But this is what's interesting. If you see something and it's like a serious thing and you have an erectile implant, you're no longer a bystander. You're a tristander.
Oh, but it come with it's a little key ring. It has the prosthetic. Well, it has the pump. But
And this is something we could talk about openly. But long and short
Don't
of
break
it
it.
it takes this.
oh, look at that! It comes apart.
It takes this and it makes it this.
What, Jake?
That's what I'm talking about.
Rock freaking hard,
So-
baby. Thanks, honey.
All right, so where were we at? Holland, New York?
Dude, we're gonna be in Holland for a while.
Yep.
I just have a quick question.
What's
Sure.
that, baby?
What's your question?
What the fuck did I just join in on?
We're just having an open conversation.
Hey, it's my brother and I,
things of our
and
youth.
we have no secrets.
Clearly.
You do have a secret.
We do.
He has one ticklish spot that he won't tell me ever since I was a baby.
Him?
Where it is, yeah.
Because trust me, you don't need to know.
Is it your nuts? Your gooch?
It's okay. You ready? You ready? I'm gonna say it
I'm
right
trying to
now
remember.
on
I'm
our
gonna
podcast. You ready?
Yeah.
It's right between my belly and my fupa.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tickle that.
Fatty upper penis
Yeah, I
area.
gotta tell you what, I didn't spend a whole lot of time trying to tickle the shit out of my brother, so I didn't know where it was. I'm like,
There's only
I
one
don't really
person
care.
that did.
'Cause-
Now there's a couple hundred extra that
there's-
will.
the reality of it is if he and I were engaged in any type of close contact, it was because we were trying to kill each other.
You weren't trying to tickle his
We were
fupa.
I literally was trying to kill him. This isn't even a story, but when we were in Holland, you know
That
the
is
story.
a
I'm fixing
story.
to tell.
It's not even a
He
story.
and I were fighting inside the house, probably 15 to 16
Jake, are
years
you
old.
leaving?
And Mom
No,
was
Okay.
don't tell this story yet.
okay.
Hold up.
That's
hold
gonna
up.
be
Hold
a
up.
tease
Hold up.
then.
Yes.
It's gonna be a tease. We're
He's got one more thing to say, and
teasing.
he's dipping. And then he's got one more thing.
Teasing.
All right, Jake, go ahead.
Everyone listening, rate this podcast 5 stars. Every Monday and Friday, Smith Pools is a sponsor. Peace out.
Love you,
Oh,
Bean.
I love it.
Love you, Beaner.
Love you too.
All right.
Later.
Talk to you later. He's a good kid.
He called out the Smith Pool sponsor.
Of course he did.
He
watch-
watches every
dude,
Monday,
he
Friday.
loves
If he
our
ever comes
stuff, man.
south, I'll employ him. As long as he can
He-
work. If he can't work, I'll fire his
Hey,
ass.
he's actually a hell of a mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He can work on our fleet of trucks.
Yeah, he has a degree and works for Ford.
No.
He actually.
Apparently, we can't
All right.
afford him.
He actually.
Ford? Yeah. No, you could not afford.
You kept building him up, and I was like, oh, he's out of our price range.
He couldn't afford. That's
I gotta
funny.
tell you what, we're so fortunate. The folks that we have that work with us, we have some amazing people. So, and we can afford them.
All right, that's enough out of the sponsor for now. We gotta get to the
All right,
stories.
well-
Wait,
Yeah.
he also cut the tip of his finger off. He was working one day and he was under a car, working on
That's
the
a
lift.
family thing right there.
That's
Tipper.
another
Oh
story.
yeah, we gotta save
Tip
that
of the
one.
finger.
We gotta save that one though. Anyhow, he was working.
That's a tease. That's a tease.
You made him spit his drink back
My
out.
drink almost went everywhere.
That's a tease.
Poor Jake got his fingers crushed under a car.
Well,
did.
no, I mean,
Between the car and the
I'm
lift.
so sorry for his. I'm just saying.
It was bad. He had
All right.
rods.
Remember when I
Yeah,
got
he had
the,
metal things sticking through his fingers.
Remember that Frankenstein wrist cast Mom had on?
When
I
I
had
shake
this
him
shit.
hand for the first time, I'll keep that in mind.
He's part Terminator, so.
Well, what you do is go, oh,
Shut up,
you got
Connors."
pins in your fingers or something because it just jabbed me.
They're not sticking out anymore.
Well, you never
So
know. They
what
might be
story
right
are we
under the
telling
skin.
right now?
Yeah,
Remember
which
when I
one
got-
were we
remember
on?
when I got the soccer bopper things for Christmas?
Oh,
Sock 'em boppers.
Soccer
We-
bopper.
we call 'em soccer
Sock 'em
Hey, you know what?
Bopper.
We're not talking about the robot things here.
I know you're talking about the gloves.
Yes,
Sock
Little-
'em boppers.
they weren't little.
Blow up big.
We used to beat the living shit out of each other with those things.
They probably pop.
You know the beauty
You
of
know,
it.
they actually never did pop as hard as
No,
I mean. We're
the
only
beauty of it was
si-
that our
8, 9.
parents, once we put these on, would allow us to try to kill each other. And I'm still, candidly, at that time, I had no issues trying to kill you back then.
I had none trying to kill you either.
I mean, I
I mean, we would come running at each other, wham! See how far we could send the other one
when we
across
put
the
it-
room.
And the thing is, I do think I took the worst of the punishment, but the beauty of those things is on occasion, as a younger kid, clearly underweight. Can we stand up for a second? Is that possible?
No.
Say,
Look, my fucking head's almost as big as he is. He's so
Right,
tiny.
okay. So against
Oh yeah, right here, buddy.
on occasion though, get off.
Suck it!
Get off
Suck
me!
it!
Get off me!
Takes
I
up
won't
a-
do it again.
Neither will I.
See,
You did it once?
that's what I'm saying.
Just that once right
He's
there.
aggressive. So
I thought he like voluntarily sucked on your nipple before.
No,
he's a mean older brother.
he
Suck
just
my-
meant he wasn't
suck
gonna
my
let me.
bee. Suck my bee. No.
Make sure before you
He
do
just
it next
meant
That
he
time.
never
wasn't gonna let
happened.
me pull him to
That
my
never
tit again.
happened. Only on Netflix.
Next,
So,
wait.
the-
Next time you do it, make sure you do a little before.
Okay. I'll try to
Wet
work,
the finger, get the nipply kind of wet.
try to work it into the
Oh,
moment.
you're making me
Try
randy.
to work it into the moment. So, but
Back
literally,
to the soccer ball.
they put these things on our
It wasn't
fists.
inside the guy.
I don't know when they sold them. It must have been like 78, 79. Somebody can fact check that.
Yeah.
But literally, they put them on our fists, and then you blew them up, and then you could literally try to kill and destroy the person in your life that you hated the most. And so he and I
Which back then
would
was
put,
each other.
put those things on, and we would just try to destroy each other. And I'm gonna tell you, he used to beat me down, but on occasion,
It was always
I'd get one in
a
and
cheap
send
shot.
him backwards. Well, that was when I was starting to pick out your pattern. And he has a pattern. He would get really irritated. He reached down. He would touch. He's throwing a right hand punch. He reached down so far, he would touch his left ankle. And then he would bring it out. Ah! And after a while, I would just go, just touch it. Touch it as it came by. Touch
Hashtag
it.
not sponsored by the Hulk either.
But that's a different story. That's probably Dade City, Golden. What was that? The
We're
Golden Tap?
talking 30 years down the road
Yeah.
still. So shh.
But
You're the one who brought it up.
either way, he had a tendency to
I didn't
lead
bring up
really
the
hard.
haymaker.
Lead really
You brought
hard.
up the
He
Hulk.
would lead really hard.
Well, he was talking about the haymaker.
He would lead really hard.
Why'd you say something about the
And
Hulk?
I mean,
Because it's
as a young man, on occasion, I got in front of it because I didn't know.
Do you have a current
But then I
story?
learned.
Hmm?
I learned.
Do you have a childhood story?
When he gets really irritated.
no, we were set. This
So
is
on that
childhood.
right-
We're beating the shit out of each other legally.
With
And our
sock
par-
and boppers.
With sock and boppers.
Hmm.
I mean, I was like 9. He was 8 when I got him.
And our parents were okay with it.
Well, Dad, he used to put him on his hands, and I swear to
Oh.
God, he'd knock me across the fucking
Well,
room.
I never thought he liked you.
I don't think he ever
Lean
did
in.
either. This goes back to the child slave labor shit.
I mean, we may have never talked about it. I'm pretty sure he never warmed up to you too much.
I'm
I
all
mean,
right with
I
that.
think, well, there's some stories that verify that down the road.
You know,
Stop!
like-
Stop!
like I said,
That's a tease.
the dude had no idea what the hell he got himself into.
Stop!
And me being the instigator.
Get back here, boy! Stop! That's a
You
tease.
stop.
That is a tease.
Hell, I went and stayed overnight in a cornfield because of his ass.
I still can't believe you sucked on the tip of your finger.
No.
That wasn't me.
That was down the road.
No, he just did it.
No.
Yeah, but
Well,
that
I
was
did it as
referring-
a-
that was referring
A
to me.
tease
Oh.
to another episode.
They were adults.
With, let's be honest with you, the vast majority of the really stupid, shitty stuff that happens during these conversations wasn't me. It was a two.
I know, but I'd get you involved.
I heard a pretty dumb story from you when we were at your house for that dinner. A little whiskey throttle.
Oh, no. Well, if whiskey's involved, it's possible.
No,
I did
whiskey
something
throttle.
Stupid. Whiskey throttle.
When your throttle's open all the way. Because you didn't know how to slow down.
I
The
can't
snowmobile, man.
Oh.
Oh. No, I mean, I knew how to slow down. I just didn't know there was traffic in the way. I was just trying to get home because I was stupid.
Shh. We're still like 4 years from that story.
Another.
Wait.
Another tease.
Hold on. Do you want to say that one right now? Just to get it over with? Or do you want to save it? Because I think it would be better from your perspective.
Well, I mean,
We're already 20 minutes in. Have we told a story?
Yeah,
we've
with
told.
the sock and boppers.
Okay, we're gonna step
Beating
forward.
the shit out of each
We're
other
gonna
with them.
step forward to probably I was 15.
It was
16.
good times. But the
And then-
producer has us moving on.
We'll jump back.
We lived on the farm. My grandpa had
Uncle.
no.
It wasn't Grandpa's. It was
Yeah, it was
Uncle's.
at that time. It was grandpa's. No,
Grandpa's
I'm talking
farm.
about the farm.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the
Grandpa's-
snowmobile. I'm
No,
sorry.
it was our uncle's snowmobile. You're
Yes.
100%. It was, what kind of snowmobile was it?
It was a Skidoo TNT Silver Bullet 292.
Scooch in and say it.
I knew you would remember that. I can't even hit that.
Barely. It has
I
to
knew
be in,
you'd
like,
remember that.
The yellow
But
or
it was
the...
a
It was a Skidoo Silver Bullet TNT 292 that had been maxed out because they bought it from a guy that used to race the thing.
yeah. Very, very,
It would beat any Arctic Cat on the hill.
very, very light machine. And Sean and I got used to driving it, and they would let us take it out in the wintertime, but we could only use it on the hill.
On our property.
And Grandpa had 660
I always thought it was 3,000 something.
Either way, between 660
3,000
and 3,000.
acres.
I always thought it was 3,000 acres.
He had a lot of...
Like a mile of property.
No,
We had a shit ton of property,
Dude, we had
man.
a shit ton of property where we could go with the particular Skidoo.
I mean, we had
And
both sides of the hill.
The rule was you don't take the property off of...
The snowmobile?
I mean, you don't take the snowmobile. Thank you.
You don't take the property
Hold
off
on.
the
One second,
snowmobile.
please. Thank you.
We couldn't go off property because it wasn't insured to
Let
go
me get
off
focused.
property.
You don't take the
doors
snowmobile.
almost slammed shut on them.
Don't take the snowmobile off of the farm property.
Right.
And so I was out towards the edge of the property, and a bunch of Kawasaki's went through. And Kawasaki's back then were the new hot thing. There were some Polaris out there, some Arctic Cats, but these Kawasaki's were just tearing it up. And so I pulled in behind them, and I was like 15 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, and I'm trying to stay with them.
I just said 13 or 14.
And I am staying with them. They're not losing me. I'm staying with them. That particular machine was very light all over the trail, but kept up with them. So then all of a sudden they go down, and I know I'm going off of. I know I am going off of property. I know
Timber.
that I literally have just. This was on the other side of the hill.
The tower?
And I know. Past the tower, on
Oh,
the
you
other
were-
side,
oh,
down in
damn.
the fields, way down by the cross
You're
street.
right at the end.
So I know I'm off property, but I decide I'm just going to stay with them. So I follow them, and they just keep going down these trails that I don't know.
No, and I'm
And
waiting for him
we
to
end
go.
up all the way down in Holland, down at the bowling alley.
Yes. I can't
remember the
name
bowling
of it.
alley. Is it the Hollow Willows?
I was surprised.
I think it was the
surprised
Holland
a little
Willows, the
town
Holland
like that had a
Willows.
bowling alley.
It was the Holland Willows.
We had the racetrack, had a bowling. We didn't have to
Yeah,
go
the
anywhere.
Willows. It was the Willows. The Holland
Yes.
Willows. Anybody who is up there knows what I'm talking about. Holland Willows. And so I got down there. I walked in. I'm not getting served by anybody. I'm this freaking young kid walking in, looking around. People are looking at me. I'm like, okay, time to go. So then I decide to leave. And as I leave, I take the wrong trail. And I end up busting ass because I'm like, oh, I got to get back. I've been gone a long time, maybe 2 hours. I go busting ass up this hill. And you got to remember, I have it's probably less than 10 degrees. So I'm all covered up, mask, goggles. I can only see this much. I'm hauling ass up this hill, doing as fast as I can go because I know I'm in trouble because I'm off farm property. And all of a sudden, I see a truck.
Chevy Blazer, full size.
Not sponsored.
And I go,
Hashtag not sponsored.
why is there a truck here? And I realize I'm about to go out into, I think it was Interstate 16?
Well,
or
Highway
Interstate-
16.
Highway 16. And I'm about to get hit by a truck.
Full size Chevy Blazer.
And I'm doing 45 to 50 miles an hour this way. He's doing 50 to 60 this way. And I hit him. And then it's sky, ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, sky, ground.
Another
sky,
time
ground,
he should have
sky,
died.
ground. Finally ground. And when I hit, for some reason I saw the Blazer go off
Full
into the
size.
center medium and then stop way up there. And as I look back, I can see that snowmobile just spinning and parts still coming off of it. And so I get up and I run back towards the snowmobile and I realize people are still skidding and trying to avoid me and not kill me.
And the back actually knocked off the full size Chevy Blazer.
Yeah. So that
Stop
comes
saying
up.
full size.
That comes up. So I
Hashtag
grab
not
the
sponsored.
snowmobile and push it off the side of the road. And then I run up towards the Blazer, and I knock on his window. And I remember the first thing the guy said to me was, "My God, I thought I killed you." And I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm all right. And the next thing he said to me is, "Boy, you caused a lot of damage to my Blazer." And
Have you ever
So
seen
then-
Planes,
so-
Trains, and Automobiles? Did he have the top of the steering wheel bent over?
he was literally just sitting there. He was shaking. And then when he saw me, he's like, "I thought I killed you." He literally was just sitting up there because he thought he just killed somebody. And so either way, he said he caused a lot of damage. I looked at him like, yeah, but... So the next thing I did, and this is the beautiful thing of the story, though. This is where it's like, how in the world does this even happen? So I get it to some place where there's a phone that I can call, and I call the house. And I
Guess
say,
who answers?
I say,
Not
"Sean,"
the sponsor.
it's
me.
it's Sean. And I go, "Sean, I need to talk to Mom." And what did you say?
You
Why?
wrecked this. Yeah, I said, why?
Why? And I go, "Sean, I just need to talk to Mom." And he goes, "Why?" And I go, "Sean, you need to put Mom on the phone." And he goes, "What did you say?"
You wrecked the snowmobile,
You wrecked the
didn't ya?
snowmobile, didn't you? And I'm like, how does he even freaking know? And he's just like, "You wrecked the snowmobile, didn't you?"
Mom, Pat wrecked the snowmobile.
Wrecked the snowmobile.
You know how I knew? Because I'd been sitting at home damn near 3 hours now waiting on my freaking turn to take the snowmobile out.
And he was just like, "You wrecked the snowmobile.
Oh, and I also said, you're off property too, aren't you?
Aren't you?" He was such a douche. Such a gigantic.
Get it right. Dick.
Oh my gosh. And I was just like, I am in like literally one of the worst situations of my life. And I'm dealing with this hammerhead on the phone going, "Ma, Patrick, the snowmobile. I need a property."
Oh, and I think he probably... Oh, man.
And I didn't even say anything. He's just like, "Why?"
Let me tell you
Why?
what. I had to go because there was no way I was going to let Mom and Bill go down there without me. And the carnage...
Mom came. I don't think Bill came. Mom
Okay, it was
came.
me and Mom. The carnage
And like I
that
wanted
was
to
on
see him.
that was on Route 16 from this accident was unbelievable. I mean,
Oh, it was
the engine block was crushed. I mean, there was pieces
It
of snowmobile.
destroyed the snowmobile.
The full-size Chevy Blazer's back axles up halfway up the hill he was trying to climb. I mean, it was just... I don't know how he survived, let alone could go find a phone and call
You
home.
know, I will tell you that from that perspective, that was one of the days. Another day I should have died.
Absolutely.
Because I got thrown. It's funny because 2 years later, 3 years later in school, I heard some guy telling a story about, "Yeah, we saw some idiot get hit on Highway 16 coming out of, I think it was Highway 16. It was either 16
It
or
was
400.
Highway 16.
It might have been 400.
No, it was 16.
But either way, he said, "Yeah, we saw this guy get hit." I go, "That was me." And he goes, "That dude flew forever."
Yeah.
He goes, "Man, you went forever." And I did. I mean, I hit that guy. Boom. I mean, it was that long.
Bring it back in.
It was that long. So,
That was crazy.
happy to be here.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, and very unfortunate that you were such a taterhead when I was in such a serious moment.
Well, you know, you made me sit and wait for a snowmobile that wasn't coming
And-
back from.
But there was no
And
sympathy.
let's
No
just say
sympathy
there was
whatsoever.
never another snowmobile to ride after
No,
that.
we never
so I
did.
never got my freaking turn.
We never did.
So,
And-
did
and-
Grandma
and-
pay for the Blazer?
No,
No.
what happened was Uncle John paid for everything, and it was like $2,500 to $3,000
Yeah.
back then, which
Back
was a
then.
huge number. And so what happened was I was enlisted as slave labor.
I didn't have to do as much all of a sudden.
For the farm after that. And so from at the age of 13 to probably 17 to 18, I made $5 a week. And everything that I made after that went towards the bill. And Grandma Edith Bathrick kept the total. And she knew, okay, you earned $55 that went towards the bill. You earned $45. You earned $65.
Yeah, I mean, because
in
remember,
the summer, I made like $100. It all went towards the bill, and I was slave labor.
and that was $100 for the whole summer.
I was slave labor for the next, but it kept me out of trouble because
bear in mind
I didn't
he was
have
making
any spare change like this kid did, and this kid with his spare change,
he was
made some choices, didn't you? Yeah.
Well,
you did.
you made some choices too with your spare change.
I don't even know what that means.
What? You just said it to
my
him.
choices were just like, I'm gonna maybe
Go to a
buy
yard
taco. That wasn't my spare. That was, you know what?
That was spare
That's
change.
a tease. That's a tease.
Yes.
All right,
that's a
where are we
tease.
at on time?
31 minutes.
Perfect.
We're done.
All right, folks.
Oh, you know what? We got more. We have more. I have more inside me. Can you bring more?
I can always bring more if you
All
bring
right,
it.
God bless you.
You know, if you're bringing it, I can bring it.
All right, well, I'm gonna bring it.
Okay.
Bring it.
Okay there, Connor.
All right. All right. Well,
Bring some of Connor's whiskey
Yeah.
next time.
do that thing.
That
All right,
thing
do you want
is
to say
so
anything
expensive.
else, producer, senior?
I don't even know. I haven't even been able to say anything at
That's
all
my
this
wife's
episode.
lovely finger.
She actually leaned in when she was laughing.
Oh, and guess what, folks? She's still employed.
There.
Huh?
Oh, Jeanette, show your
There's
face.
my wife.
Show your face, Jeanette. Oh, whatever. There's my wife's finger. Oh, that was lovely. All
Smith
right.
Pools. As Jake said, proud sponsor.
I did tell my
Yes.
partner we're a sponsor.
What'd he say?
As long as it's coming out of your pocket, he had no issues.
All right, well, that's going to be it for this one. We'll see you guys
All right,
Monday.
folks, maybe we'll change shirts next time.
Bring it.
And like we always say, you know, we appreciate
I appreciate every one of y'all because
we
you're just
appreciate
watching
each
us.
and
That's
every
what
one
I'm
of you
saying.
guys that still enjoy watching our videos and our TikToks. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, share, get us out there. We're having a blast.
Hey.
What I just missed?
Just so you know, this white,
What'd
this
you do?
this microphone
You'll see.
wobbles. I like that.
This one
Weebles
wobbles
wobble,
a
but
little.
they don't fall down.
Right.
Hashtag not sponsored by Fisher Price either.
Right? Bring it.
Why you
Hasta
gotta do-
luego, homies and homettes.